Good evening, Charlotte. This is Jacqueline Richardson, Deja, Jackie, JJ Diamond, whatever y'all call me. This podcast is going to be a little harsh to some of the residents because a couple of residents are coming up to me saying that people are being very disrespectful, and I've seen stuff with my own eyes here in the Charlotte tri-state area, and it's just very disrespectful. And y'all got to get it together, you know. First, I want to talk about the runners. I want to talk about the runners. Today, I witnessed a woman almost run a man down that was jogging on the road today. And I was so afraid for him because she took off so fast, and, he was coming down the road. And granted, I know people be having places to go, but they need to slow it down, and watch for the people around them, And what I'm talking to y'all about, I will be contacting Governor Cooper on this because it has to stop. And I'm going to tell y'all why this needs to stop. We have an Olympic runner here in Charlotte area. I'm not going to tell you exactly where this person is located, but I visited this person last year. She's a celebrity runner, Olympic runner, and she was hit. Okay, and I had the chance to visit this woman, and now her life is over. Okay, and I don't want to say totally over because she's still breathing, but however, her dreams can no longer go on. Her life is at a halt. Okay, she's bedridden, and she's young. Okay, and she was hit by a vehicle out running. Okay, I'm also a runner, and I have to address this because any one of us runners can be out there and people are driving reckless and hit one of us. Just like I witnessed today, this woman almost hit this man. Okay? It has to stop. Y'all reckless driving has to stop. You have to look at your surroundings. There's children. There's people all around you. And everybody wants to go so fast. They got this, gotta go. And I get it. Sometimes we be late. But it's better to be late than take somebody's life away from them. Because it can lead you to jail time, whether you know it or not. Just because you hit a person, don't think that you're going to be able to just get away with it. Okay? It can cause you to get lots of jail time. Manslaughter, murder, even murder. Okay? Attempted murder. So I just want to make y'all aware of what y'all put your lives against when you almost hit a child or a person out running, a person on a bike. Okay, that's the other thing. We have to respect the bikers. This is one of the reasons why I love Maryland. Maryland respects the bikers heavy. I lost a friend of mine. I would say 2006. He was a motorcyclist, and he got off the highway, and it's crazy because I had just seen this guy. I just seen him. He used to work with me when I used to drive for the sanitation department. He was one of my helpers, and I told him, I said, when I ran into him, I said, I haven't seen him in a long time. And he said, oh, because I finally got me another job. I'm going to be working at Comcast, I believe it was, at the time. And he said to me, it was good seeing you. We hugged and everything. And then that night, I'll never forget this day. I don't remember what day it was. I think it was a Friday. Okay? Was it that night? It might have been a couple of days later. I'm coming off the highway and I see all these police and I see bike turned over and didn't know it was him until I saw the news. Okay? Do y'all know how bad that hurt me? He was on his motorcycle and got hit. So we respect the bikers. Okay? We respect the bikers, the people that ride in regular bikes, the runners. We respect them. The other thing I wanted to tell y'all about runners, okay, that I noticed that y'all don't respect here, which we respect up north. If you see a runner and they're coming across the street, now I know y'all have paid attention to sometime a run. This is how you know a real runner, okay? If a person's just getting started, they may stop when they're crossing the street. However, a real runner is not going to stop moving because you can't. Your body is not going to allow you to, okay? You have to keep running until you're able to actually proceed across the street. So you may see some runners stop at the light, but they'll keep moving. They'll keep moving. The body and the stamina in the body is telling them that they have to continue to move. And it's better that way, too, because you don't want to drop your heart rate to raise it back up. It can shock your body, okay? So when you see the runners, you know, and I know the light made it turn green, you know, and you ready to go, just let them go. Because they're hurting their body by stopping, waiting for the lights to change, okay? Especially these newer runners because they don't know yet, okay? Running is not as easy as people think it is. Okay, it's a technique to this thing. Okay, if you want to stay healthy with it. Okay, so just give them the respect and let them run. Don't try to take off and run them over. That's what I witnessed today, and it was terrible. And I'm like, really? And you should have seen how this woman turned the corner. She turned the corner. If the car could have turned on two wheels, that's how it would have turned because that's how fast she turned. And she went all out in the middle of the road. And she would have really hurt this guy. She would have hit him. And it made me feel some kind of way because I'm like, y'all dangerous. I can't even run. Just like recently, back when fall came in, I was out doing my walk and getting back into my exercise, trying to walk and you know, get myself back into running and jogging. But there's so many accidents on the road where I live at, the main road. I'm scared to run down there because you never know if somebody's going to run into a tree and you're standing there or you're running through there. Why should people be feared to run down a road because of people's negativity and their way of thinking? Why? This needs to be addressed. And addressed soon. Because that man could have lost his life today. The other thing I want to talk about, one of my youngins out in Mint Hill, you know, she works. She works part-time at Publix. You know, Publix, they hire all the teenagers, you know, high school kids. So if you're looking for a job, and I believe they start at 16. If you're looking for a job, Publix got you, you know. Just make sure you stay out of trouble. They got you. You know, they'll give you a job. However, I want to talk about this. Just because they're young and they're doing what's asked of them, don't mean people get to disrespect them. One of my youngest came to me today and said, a woman spit on me because I told her to put her mask on. Now, this is a federal law. Okay, granted, Cooper had already told y'all this, that he made this mandatory. And now Biden has came behind him, and finalized that federally. Okay? People, come on, y'all. Y'all gotta get it together. These young kids that's working, they out here wiping down the cards so y'all can be safe and guiding y'all for the terms of whatever Publix and whatever other markets out here, their rules. They're only following the rules of their bosses, of their superiors. Okay? They don't make the rules. But they're human beings. Okay? You have to respect them the same way you respect an adult that was telling you to put your mask on. Okay? And you don't spit on them because you feel like they're a child and they don't know nothing. Because if you spit on the wrong child, some of their parents will come and find you. Okay? So, I'm going to say, and some of these kids will hit you. They're not that humble. Okay? So, I'm going to just let you know that. For whoever thought it was okay that they could disrespect these youth out trying to take care of themselves because their parents may not be able to take care of themselves because they might have lost their jobs. But why should they have to be tortured because y'all feel like they're kids and don't want to give them respect? When my little youngin told me that today, you could tell in her eyes that she was so hurt inside. She was like, why do they have to treat us like that? And I said, I don't know. Sometimes people are just evil. They're just no good. It's not going to be tolerated, people. And like I said, I will be writing Cooper on it. And if I have to take it as far as writing Kamala Harris on it and Biden on it, I will. These kids are trying to learn to live life and make the right choices. And you're not going to make them evil to society because you're not happy with your life. This is a new era, new generation. These kids want to work. I'm thankful that they want to work. We all thankful that they want to work. They want to go to school. They want to do things the right way. You're not going to deter them from that. Because then everything that we are out here trying to do, not only myself, others as well. It's hundreds and hundreds of us that are fighting for these children. Okay? So they can grow and live a normal life. Even if life is hard for them at home, they can learn to make a life for themselves and not sob in their parents' world. You're not going to steal that from them. You're not going to steal the joy from them. People, y'all got to get it together. I know, and I've been seeing on TikTok and I've been seeing on a little bit of everywhere, Facebook, where y'all just constantly picking on these youth. Y'all got to stop. Things have changed. We're in a new era. Things were changing 20 years ago, but were y'all paying attention? No. Y'all so old and caught up into y'all bull crap that y'all wasn't paying attention to nothing. Now we got the new era coming up and they have a way of doing things. Y'all have to respect it because the way they're doing things are better than we did things when we were younger. So y'all have to respect it because they don't want the drama. They want good vibes. They want to be loved. They're not lazy. They're trying. Your negativity is not going to drive them away from that. Because that's what you're doing. I wish y'all could have seen my little young girl's face. She said, all I want to do is just go to school. I'm stuck in the house. I can't go to school. And then I come to work and then the people mistreating us and mistreating me. And I'm like, don't take it personal, but how do you not tell a person not to take something personal, especially when they spit on them or they cursing them out? Or over because they were told you must have on your mask when you walk into the store. Each individual is being counted when they walk into the store. You know this. Cooper has told them there's a limit on everybody that can come into the stores, even the bigger stores. So they have to be counted. Everybody has to be accounted for. These kids are only doing their jobs. So why is it you people can't get it? Because you sit behind a desk? You don't understand that a person has to do what is told, for them to do? This is what their superiors are saying. Hey, this is what I need you to do today when you come in. This is what they say. I need you to go stand at the door, count the people. I need you to wipe the cards down. If they don't have on their mask, tell them and let them know, ma'am or sir, you must have your mask over your nose before you enter our store. They're being told to tell you these things. They're not just picking on you because you don't have on a mask. It's the federal law. What part y'all don't want to get? Now y'all going to be mad when Biden and Cooper and them and the rest of these governors, they take this thing real serious and start locking you people up. Y'all seen what they did to Trey? Trey Songz I'm talking about. Y'all seen what they did to him? They used him as a, how can I say it? What's the word I'm looking for here? I don't want to say victim because he wasn't a victim because he was in the wrong. They wanted to show y'all. I'm going to just break it down like this. They just wanted to show y'all that even if you're a celebrity, it doesn't matter. If you're breaking the rules, you will go to jail. So just avoid that. Avoid it. Why do you want to go to jail? Now, let me tell you the process, okay? You get arrested. Now, you say you're going to the supermarket. Just because you didn't want to put on your mask, now you get arrested. You got to spend the night in jail, wait for the judge. Now, you done wasted a whole day when you could have been doing something else. You might get out the next day. But why waste all that time over just putting on your mask? And then on top of it, you may get a fine. So, why not just do what's right? I know North Carolina, y'all told me when I got here, y'all don't like a perfect city. I know this. I heard it every other day when I went outside. Y'all don't like perfect. But we're in a pandemic that's holding on to us for almost over a year. This thing started 2019 November. And we ain't done yet. We're praying that it will end by the end of the year. I don't see it because y'all don't listen. People are being vaccinated, but people are still getting the COVID. Because people don't want to do right. Just put on the mask. Now we got North Carolina. Did y'all know that this African, I don't know if it's an African corona, but they said it came from Africa. I don't know. I don't know the facts on it. The new strand. However, don't y'all know we have two as close as South Carolina that's been diagnosed. It's just that close to us. Y'all know we only 10 minutes away. So, why is it y'all want to continue to spread these corona trends? He threw my phone. I'm on a podcast.
You said bring him to you and come here.
Come here. Why you throw her phone? Come here.
When he do that stuff.
No. You got to stop being a bad boy. Come here.
He ran off.
Ugh, toddlers. Anyway. You guys have to, and that's the other thing, these babies, okay, like the toddlers, they don't like to keep on the mask. My little toddler here, I have a plastic over his stroller, but he's at the age where he'll lift, he'll slip. Come here, no. I think he just whined just to hear himself whine. Anyway, I have a plastic over my toddler stroller, and sometimes, he'll lift the plastic and stick his head out. So we got to worry about them as well. Because he don't want to keep on the mask because he doesn't understand. So we got to worry about these babies as well. Catching these things. So y'all need to think, people. Really, really. Y'all got to think. And then, like I was telling you about my young girl in Mint Hill. She said she felt so disgusted because when this person spit on her, she didn't know whether or not they had the COVID. And she shouldn't have to be subjected to, that's like, years ago when, well, it wasn't that long ago because they still do it. When HIV was strong, even if you got cut and, or you had an open wound and someone bled and it got to your wound. You know how many HIV tests you had to get? You have to be tested for a whole year to find out whether or not you caught this thing. Just from an open wound. So I can imagine her with, and this is a young girl, being spit on with the COVID being out. And she's got to go get tested because she doesn't know if that person had COVID and their saliva infected her. Because they not telling us everything about this thing. She felt disgusting. She didn't know what to think, how to feel. It's not right. Y'all need to think about other people's lives. And it seems like people are not caring whether they go to jail or not. They just don't care anymore. We cannot live in society like this with this pandemic going on. We realize everybody's frustrated. People are broke. People that had lots and lots of money are broke now because of this pandemic, because they no longer have their jobs. Their savings is gone, and we get it. But that don't mean hurt others because you're angry with the government or you're angry with the fact that we have this pandemic. Think. I'm going to tell y'all again, it's your world, your choice. And then more and more the government hears that negative is going on during this pandemic, the closer they will be to sending that army on the ground to get y'all in order. This is not the time for the disrespect, the nonsense. This is not the time for that. What we're going through requires a lot of love. And if you don't want to be loving, you will be dismissed. Because we don't want no hating people interrupting the only way we have. How can I explain it? Because I be wanting y'all to understand everything I say. Because sometimes people say, oh, we don't understand. And I just want to say it right. We want people to get it. That we need more love now than ever. We are all one going through this. The whole world. You're not singled out because, you know, say a family member has cancer or somebody might have got hurt or whatever the case may be. The whole world is going through this. Or because you lost a loved one. The whole world is losing loved ones. So we're all in this together. This is why love is very important at this time. And y'all need to understand that. We have to keep each other happy. That's the way it works. If you're feeling down, you're feeling miserable, then you talk to somebody. But don't take it out on people that's innocent. They're just trying to get through this thing just as well as you are. It needs to stop. The disrespect, the evil. We're going through enough evil. Life is hard enough to get up out the bed, even before the pandemic, and live every day. Now we have the pandemic on top of that. And then now y'all want to be out here with the drama right along with that. People can't take it. We don't want to see a war against the people. So stop. Maybe you need to pray. If you don't want to talk to somebody, pray about it. Why you're feeling the way you're feeling. And it's hard. I know people, it's hard. But y'all got to do something. Y'all evil ways have to stop. Well, I'm going to end this podcast, and I hope y'all think about what I'm saying. I love my city. You know, I wasn't born here. This is not my hometown. Y'all know my hometown is New York. But I love my city. I have a beautiful city. We may not make that much money here, which I dislike. You know, and hopefully Biden will take care of that soon. You know, bills are high. That's pretty much everywhere. You know, that's what I said. We got a lot of problems already. And then to have drama on top of it? Why? We got kids working during the pandemic because their families lost their jobs. So the kids got to come out in order for them to keep their phones and buy the stuff that they want. They got to work. There's more kids working now than I've ever seen. No, they was doing good right before the pandemic as well, because seen a lot of my young boys. They was out there, they working and they doing their thing. Shout out to Food Lion. Shout out to Publix. Shout out to Chick-fil-A. They hire the kids and train the kids and get them ready for the work world, the real work world. So we got to show them love. Because where parents today can't afford to take care of their own kids. Their kids, if they're old enough, they can go out there and take care of themselves. So you got to appreciate these people and support them. But we got to learn to love the kids as well. They're human beings. And that's what, that's what my young girl said to me. She said, we're human beings too. I know I'm young and I'm still in school, but we're human beings. And I said, you're right, we are. And see, I talk to the youth. They talk to me. They see me out. They see me out and they talk to me. Sometimes they just want to chat, ask me how my day was, and I ask them how their day was going. And sometimes they really want to talk and let me know how they feel and what's going on with them. So I can address it. Or help them the best way I can. What is wrong with you? You can't have her phone because if you break it, you can't afford to replace it. And this is my phone.
You have a better case.
What I really want? What is it?
You gonna lock my phone up?
Yes, Dad.
Oh, toddlers is rough.
How much? Babe, Dad.
They just want whatever they want.
I don't know, Dad.
But anyway, a lot of the young kids talk to me, and they feel free when they're around me, and they're able to express themselves, and I'm not going to judge them or point the finger at them, and I'm going to listen, and I'm going to see what they're going through and try to help them the best way I can. So I say that to say, if y'all don't understand why I speak, upon the things that the youth tell me and the things that I see going on. And, y'all may not understand it because y'all from the old school and I'm from the old school as well. But until you walk the person's shoes, you would never understand how they feel. You might have done certain things when you were young, but it was a little bit different because it was a different era. Where now things are a lot different. Today kids live off of the phones and computers. Their only social life was school. Okay? And, all of the kids are looked at as, y'all stay away from us because y'all so much different. Where before parents embraced their kids a little bit more. It's a little bit different now, y'all. So y'all gotta see it, and I get it because I'm blessed to have a 11-year-old at my age, so I'm able to see the new era and what's going on. Majority of the people that's my age, their kids are grown, so they don't get to see the everyday thing that's going on with the kids at this age, and the teenagers are excuse me, stop throwing stuff around. Okay, y'all, I'm going to have to get off this podcast. But I just wanted to make y'all aware of what's going on out here with the young kids. And we want to keep them focused so we can have more kids. I know you ain't throwing stuff.
Get your butt over here.
You throwing stuff?
No.
You don't throw stuff. That's mean. And no hitting. No hitting. No. You don't hit people. That's mean.
See, it's curly.
I'm sorry, y'all. Didn't I tell you stop hitting? No hitting. No. See, that's why you can't do negative things in front of children because they learn to do it. Now, he has seen somebody hitting, so now he wants to hit. No. And you won't stop? No. You want to go in that room? No hitting. No. No hitting.
And no throwing. No throwing.
Say it. No hitting. You gotta work on one thing at a time with babies because they don't understand. All right, this is Jacqueline Richardson. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all had to go through a whole segment of Junior.
Keep your hands to yourself.
However, I gotta go. Junior needs my attention. This is Jacqueline Richardson, Deja, Jackie, Miss JJ Diamond, whatever y'all call me. I love you all, and I will talk to y'all. I don't know when, but I'll talk to y'all soon. Love you all.